All right, welcome to the video on levels of the mind. We're going to jump in and discover three different main levels of our minds and how they affect in achieving and going after our goals. All right, so the outcome that I want you to leave this with is a basic understanding of that there's three different levels of your mind and how they affect your ability to reach your goals. So here's a definition of these. So on the top layer, kind of is a super conscious. It's transcending human consciousness of relating to or possessing the highest consciousness or a margin of consciousness above that within the ordinary range of attention compared to like the subconscious. So I like to describe the superconscious as the higher part of ourselves, where higher consciousness thoughts come from. And in my opinion, I believe more positive thoughts or more positive ideas come from the superconscious, the higher part of ourselves. The conscious part of ourselves, the definition there is aware, cognizant, refers to an individual sense of recognition of something within or without oneself. It implies to be awake or awakened to an inner realization of a fact, truth, or condition, to be conscious of an extreme wariness. Well, it's the dictionary definition. And I think I like to think of our consciousness as the active chooser in directing our thought. And by default, it's on automatic until we can start to direct our consciousness. Um, and we get to be the chooser. Now, our subconscious or unconscious is the totality of mental processes of which the individual is not aware, unreportable mental activities. That's kind of a, it sounds like that's just funny. It's a funny way to say that. Our subconscious runs into processes automatically, but we can choose what we focus on um, with our conscious thoughts. So our subconscious is the automatic. It's running our organs and things like that. It's also running the beliefs that we think, and helping us choose our activities. And what I want to help showcase here is when we bring things from the subconscious to the conscious, we can choose differently and over time develop habits to choose what we want to go into. In the superconscious, I think sometimes what I've experienced is that great ideas just kind of come to me, and those can come from the superconscious. Uh, let's go into the next video and see a visual inside of this. So here's something I came up with. Um, so the subconscious, when creating and going after your goals, is the goal achiever. What I mean by that is that your subconscious and the beliefs of that it has established are going to is going to be the thing that's going to help you achieve your goals. And the distinguishing part here is that if you're not reaching a particular goal, the information I want you to know is that you've probably got a belief about yourself or a circumstance that can be shifted in order for you actually to achieve that goal. So your consciousness is the goal setter. It is the like, I'm going to achieve this and I'm going to be conscious of this. But then our subconscious and our belief systems will sabotage ourselves. And this is what the whole course is about. And for you to be able to distinguish that is powerful. It's like, man, I'm not reaching my goal. Maybe I've got a belief about myself that's sabotaging this. And if you do, then you can work on that. Um, so I like to think of the superconscious, the higher mind, is more like on the spiritual side, and that can give you to help find ideas for the past, find the fastest pathway to reach your goals. And what I mean by that is when we take time to be present and slow down, sometimes ideas will just come to us and then we can act on those. And those are generally, from what my experience, have become the fastest way to reach our goals. And sometimes when we get these ideas, fear shows up. And I'd like to encourage you that if you have one of these ideas along your journey, act on them, even if there is fear there, because fear is just a fog. And when we go through that fog, we will actually see and achieve what we really want. So let's jump into the questions. So in the first activity, I want you to describe what level of mind achieves your goals and what level of mind just sets the goals, and just to be distinguished there. In the second exercise, describe a goal that you've achieved without much effort. So I want you to identify something that you just normally, that a goal that you've achieved without a whole lot of effort, and to really look at the beliefs there about yourself. And then in the next part of it, I want you to describe a goal that you want to achieve, maybe your mission, and what you think your subconscious belief is about it now. So I want you to bring awareness of what your beliefs are around this. And I do want you to do it with your mission, because if you don't believe it's possible, you're not going to see it out in the world. And the moment you start to actually believe it's possible, you're going to start seeing things differently. And then I want you to share in the third exercise, share what you're learning and how being aware of your different beliefs can empower you. All right. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.